Thank you, Ara, for this presentation. Welcome, everybody. I'm very proud to be today here to share with you how we are implementing observability tools for nourishing a better world and for preventing digital health in our business. So let me make a little introduction about Grupo Bimbo. Grupo Bimbo is a Mexican company that is a global leader in the bakery industry. We have presence in 4 countries, and we have more than 1,100 brands and more or less 9,000 products. Maybe you consume some of the products here in the United States. One of the stars products now is Takis. Takis is one of the stars right now. So in Mexico, one of the principal distribution channels for Grupo Bimbo are the little stores. This little store in Mexico we call tiendas or tienditas. So it's a very important business for the Mexican society. These little tienditas are located in the neighbors and had an important social cohesion role for the Mexicans. So this small business in Mexico sell basic products for the Mexicans, milk, eggs, and other products, and are located in the neighbors. Are a very trustworthy business because the most of these tienditas are a familiar business, and the people trust in the owner of the tienda, and the owner of the tienditas know a lot of people on the neighbors. More or less in Mexico we have 1 million of this business, and economically this business generates 1% of the gross national profit. So it's a very important part of the economy of Mexico, this business. But in the past years, in the recent years, this business have a lot of challenge. First, because a lot of supermarkets or convenience stores are located in the neighbors. So these supermarkets have a lot of services, digital services like pay with credit, debit, and other digital services that the littlest business can have. So if no digital services, well, it's a big competitive disadvantage. And if this business are in the competitive disadvantage, well, they have a low profit. And if they have low profit, maybe they need to close the business or something like that. So it's a very, very important for Grupo Bimbo to help to this business in order to they can improve the profits and stay in the market. So how we can help? How we can help to this business to do the best? The idea was create a technology-based platform to provide digital services to these tienditas and help it to be more competitive and stay in the market. So Grupo Bimbo acquired T-Conecta in 2018. T-Conecta was another company born in 2009, I think so. But in 2018, Grupo Bimbo acquired the total of the company, and then T-Conecta is now the 100% digital platform from Grupo Bimbo, which is focused to creating a value to the storekeepers. How we do this? Well, first, we have access to our digital services for these little stores in order to increase the service catalog. What digital services? Basically, they can receive pays from credit and debit cards. They can sell prepaid airtime for our cellulars. You know, in Mexico, more or less 18% of the cellular market is a prepaid plan, not a postpaid plan. So it's a big market for the sell these recharge of the airtime for the cellulars. The other services is the availability to pay bill services like electricity, internet, satellite TV, and other services. So the people can go to the tienda and pay the electricity, pay the internet, and pay all these of services. And what happened when we put in the hands of these stores these digital services? Well, they have increased the sales more or less up 30%. Why? Because we have now crossed sales. What happened when somebody goes to buy the milk? Maybe, now I need to recharge my cellular. So they recharge the cellular, or vice versa. If they go to recharge the cellular, they think, I need a milk for my house, and they buy the milk. So we now have crossed sales for the stores. The other thing is the reliability to tracking all transactions. Our platform is a very, very trusted platform. So we can track the transaction from the beginning to the end of all the process. So the owners can trust that we are the correct word in all the process. And we have access to another digital services exclusive for our Bimbo clients. Okay, what we have? We have this kind of dispositives. We have one mobile application available for Play Store and Apple Store. We have a little card reader who has a Bluetooth connection in order to pay with credit and debit cards. And we have a little smart POS terminal. The POS terminal have an Android system inside, and they can offer this product. We build the platform 100% in the cloud of AWS. We don't have any on-premise service. All our platforms are in the Amazon cloud, and we all make the wall integration, the cloud with the data platform. That is some screens that our application. We have the sales, our time sales, the bills, services bills, pay, and paid of the credit and debit cards. We have a lot of carriers in order to offer a big catalog of products like Movistar, AT&T, and other Mexican carriers. We have a lot of service providers, Telmex for telephone, Sky for satellite television, and others. And we have the availability to these stores can order the Bimbo products through our platform through this marketplace functionality. So they can order the Bimbo products through the application, and the order goes to the distribution center, and the distribution center send the product. And we have other services exclusive for the dealer tenants. The last of the one of them is Fiado. Fiado in English is like a credit. So the owners of the stores can give little credits to the people, little credits, 100 pesos or something like that. And then make the annotation in the applications for these persons have a credit of 100 pesos. And the application sends a SMS message to these people saying you have a debt with the tiendita for 100 pesos. And when this client comes to the store and pays the debt, the application sends a message saying you don't have any debts. So that little functions help the owners to manage the business. Okay, let me explain a little how the model works. We have a prepaid model. And this model, our clients need to prepay the balance to our accounts. So all merchants have a T-Conecta account. In this example, the merchants deposit 100 pesos to the T-Conecta account, and we put available the balance in their account. So when the merchants sell a product, they have a little discounts for the products. So if they'll sell 100 pesos our-time recharge, we only discount 95 because he have 500% of discount. So in this model, we manage the money of the stores and offer different discounts. It depends the service. So it's very, very important for us that this platform are very, very trustworthy because we have the money of the business. And if we have the money of the business, it's very important that nobody lost the money, okay? So in this way, we're thinking how we can ensure a digital health. The first thing is, what for us is a digital health? Digital health means for us, make sure that all the components of the platform work optimally. It's a constant health check for detect and correct issues, a constant health check. So we think if we need to have a constant health check for our platform, we need a tool who permit us to make this monitoring and this observability. So what is more important in this way? The first thing is the availability of the balance of the account. If the owner of the business put the money in the account, they need to have this money availability all the time. All the time. For this business, time is money. If the platform is down, every minute the platform is down, we lost money, and the business lost money. So it's very important for us, the availability of the balance. Second thing is the availability of all the platform. This is a platform 24 hours over 7 days, over 7 days. In the last quarter, the availability of the platform was 99.93%. It's a very good availability. And the third thing, the reliability. Needs to be a very trustworthy platform. Needs to be a very trustworthy. We need to prevent the frauds. We need to ensure that the money of this business are sure. All transactions are very, very trackability, and we can know what's happened with the transactions. So the first thing that we do is create a dashboard for each service. We can monitor each service minute per minute. In this dashboard, we have a lot of services like Telmex and other services. And if you can see the blue line are the success of transactions, minute by minute. And we have another red and yellow lights. That means I have some kind of problem with the service. So we can see in this graphic what is happening with the service at the moment. If a service have a problem, we have a graphic line to say, tell us, hey, watch out. here is a problem. Let me see an example. And this service is easy. Easy is for a satellite or cable television provider. You can see in this line, the red line show a problem with the platform. And in the description, we have the success transaction, but we have a message that means maintenance in progress. Mantenimiento en progreso means maintenance in progress. So what some happened with this service at this moment that we have a problem. So the teams can make actions in order to restore the service immediately. Maybe the problem is the provider, we don't know. Maybe the problem is our platform, maybe the problem is the application, maybe the problem is the communication, we don't know. But with this dashboard, we can see what is happening with the platform. We build this dashboard based in logs. We ingest a big quantity of logs to the platform. More or less, we are ingested 2 terabytes of logs per month, so it's a big quantity of logs. But now we are working to index the logs, to make the analysis of the logs, and well, we know the keynotes today. We have a very new Flex Logs tool for this thing. We have a log improvement because at the beginning, we start ingesting all the logs to the platform, a lot of logs. We are lost in logs. We inject logs, but that is not the right way for us. So we need to remake the solution for logs, and that solution is we put a central logs repository. So all components send the logs to this central repository, and this central repository filter the logs and send only that we want to the Datadog platform. This help us for 2 things. One, because we can filter the logs before they go to the Datadog platform, and the second is for the rotation. In Datadog, we only have 7-day rotation, and in this log repository, we have 1 year, 2 years, 3 years retention for the logs. The other thing that we configure is the monitor configuration. We have more or less 45 monitors. We have more, but basically we have 45 monitors. We monitor each service visually, and when a service has failed, we have a red color right here and email notification for the teams. So we can now, at the moment, what service is failed. So it's not only for the IT teams, because we now send a push notification to our clients, and the push notification sent to the application, and we can say, oh, sorry, but that service have an error. We are working to restore the service very quickly. And the clients know what is happening with the platform. And they can know that they can sell this product at this moment. And when the service are up again, we send a push notification for tell, okay, the service is okay, you can keep selling. Okay, this is a very important part for us, because in the notification configuration, we are transitioning from reactive to proactive notification, because we want to prevent the health of the digital platform. So we need to be more reactive, more proactive, not reactive. So now we can know when something is happening. In this case, this notification is for latency of the one services. So some happened with these services, but the latency was increasing, and we immediately have a notification. And then we can find the problem, not only in the application layer, but in the infrastructure. Maybe the problem is in the CPU, maybe the problem is in the database, maybe the problem is in the network. So we can now find the problem in all the components. It's very important for us because it's a proactive notification, not a reactive notification. So now we have making another dashboard like an infrastructure health check. We have all with the Amazon instance right here, and we can see what's happening with the CPU, what's happening with the network, what's happening with the memory. We have the database health check, but it's very important for us to see what is happening with the databases. And we have this monitors from the infrastructure of the database, but with the database, what happened with the queries, what happened with the, how many requests, how is the latency, average, and all the data of the database. We are implementing the application health check too. So now we can see what happened with the APS and the application lawyer. So we can now, what is happening with the network at the moment, with the infrastructure at the moment, with the service at the moment. This is a map of network. It's a little complicated, but we can now track the network traffic too. So what is the important thing of this? The important thing is now we have a wall visibility of all the platform. We can go across components. I mean, EC2 instance, RDOs, a database, load balancers, firewalls, etc. And we can see across the layers, network layer, transport layer, security layer, application layer. So now we can observe all the panorama. If we have a trouble, we can see what's happening in the infrastructure and what's happening in the application, in the network, in all the layers. And most important thing is we can prevent what is happening with the platform. In the past months, we are preventing a lot of incidents, database incidents, application incidents, only with observe the correct things in the platform. This is a very funny example, but it's a real example. Now we have a prevention in atypical or seasonal events. Believe it or not, we have a very increased transaction of the transaction in these events in Mexico. Mother's Day. Everybody in Mexico loves the mother, and everybody wants to send a message, to call the mother. And when it's a Mother's Day, we have an increase in the number of transactions, basically in the airtime transactions. Earthquake, you know, Mexico is a earthquake country. And when it was a earthquake in Mexico, everybody wants to text their family, hey, I am okay, I have no problem. And the sales increase. Social network downs. This graphic is a real graphic from the last WhatsApp down. I don't know if you remember, in July 19, we had a WhatsApp down, and the transactions for the cellular recharge increased. Why? Because the people think they don't have a data in the cellulars. So, oh, what's happening with my data? I need to buy another recharge and go to the store and buy the recharge. But the problem is WhatsApp is not working. And other providers promotion. But what is important in this thing? Because now we can track the increment of the transactions, and we can ask to the teams, infrastructure teams, database teams, application teams, to be very, very, how do you say, pendiente? Pending, thank you. To be pending of the part of the platform. So we ask to the teams, we have increase of the transactions, please, infrastructure, check the CPU, check the network, check the RAM, database, check the queries, application, check the services, and everybody put the eyes on the services. Maybe nothing is happening, but maybe we need to take an action. What happens if the CPU of one instance are increasing too? Well, we can make an increase vertical or horizontal or vertical of the instance. Fortunately, in AWS, we can make this very easy. So we can take actions over these events, and we can avoid all the platforms comes down. So now, with all their actions, for us, we can make the merchant happiness path. What is a merchant happiness path for us? To resolve the first things, account balance availability. They have the money available all the time. They can sell, if it's the morning, if it's the evening, if it's the night, they can sell and they can have the money available. Second thing, the platform availability. If we can avoid the download of the platform, they can sell and sell and sell and sell. And the reliability, they trust in our platform. They know that we have a problem, we send a message and they can know when the problem is resolved. And the most important thing, the profit increase. If they increase the profit, they can stay in the market. So for us, the preventive digital health means the clients are happy with the platforms and the clients are happy with the things that they can do with our application, and because they are given the money. Okay, other Grupo Bimbo projects that we have on the observability, this is a very interesting, is Autoven. Autoven is one of the largest operators in Mexico for vending machines for snacks and soft drinks. And now in these machines, we had adapted a POS terminal with an Android application. And now in these machines, the people can get the snacks, but then they can buy airtime, they can pay the bills in the machine, and they can, all the services of the little tienditas, they can do in these machines. What is the advantage of this, or the benefits of this project? Now, these machines have an instant telemetry because the terminal have a cellular SIM. The cellular SIM are connected to the network, and the machine are sending the telemetry of all the time. So now we have eyes on these machines, so we can make a UX monitoring, and the most important thing, improve the control. If we can improve the control, we can improve the quality of service. This is our dashboard about Autoven. We can know how many machines are working in the day, how many cash transactions, how many credit card transactions, and some important data is how many not the library products machines we have. You know, with this machine have this spiral, you put the money, you are waiting for the chips, and the machine is going, and then stop. And you, oh, what's my product? No? So we can know how many not the library products have. So we can know what machines have a trouble, and we can send technicians to look what is happening with this machine. So where we are, we have observability in more or less 17% of the platform. We're implementing new features on the platform like ASM, cloud security management, cloud host, logs. We want to migrate from logs to traces and metrics, and we are working to implement synthetic test. Our recommendation about the best practice to implement the observability tools. The first thing is become proactive, turn on data logging, filter the data, build holistic insights, integrate observability tools. Of course, Datadog is the best, and create contextual reports. In conclusion, the best way for us to improve the quality of a service is to know that this service works correctly from start to finish. Prevent the digital health for us goes beyond technology, because in this case, we are talking about the tienditas, we're talking about the families, we're talking about persons, we're talking about neighbors. So it's very important for us, not only the technology, but the people that is involved in this business. So if we can add value to this business, we can get the opportunity to increase the income, and the most important thing, to remain in the market. And for us, if we are working, they and us together, to nourish a better world. Thank you. I don't know if we have questions.
Thank you. Thank you, Eduardo. That was fantastic. Yes, so we have several questions, but you have the QR code there if you want to ask more. The first one would be, did you measure the acceptance ratio of those services in the stores? What are the main blockers to increase the penetration?
Okay, can you repeat?
Yes.
Okay, can I read it?
Yes. Did you measure the acceptance ratio of those services in the store? So how many tienditas didn't go through?
Well, Grupo Bimbo have more or less 100,000 tienditas, but not all of these tienditas are our clients. Maybe we have 13,000 tienditas.
Sounds good. And similar to this one, how do you train the owners of these technologies?
Well, we have a very big team or sales team. The sales team are in the streets and go to these tienditas and show to the owner to how to use the application. It's a very strong team of people goes to the streets and go to all this business and install the application on the cellular of the business, or install the POS terminal and take the training to the owner.
Basically one-to-one training.
One-to-one.
Fantastic. Related to observability, are you able to effectively monitor all the diverse devices and clients you support? For example, the card reader, the smart POS terminal?
Not for all the models of the terminals, because we have some models are very, very old, but we are available to make this for the new models. Yes, we know the carrier of the SIM of the terminal. We know the serial number. We know what is happening with the memory of the terminal and some things. Not a lot, but some data of the terminals.
Okay. Do you have any plans to bring this to different countries?
Yes, but we are focused right now in Mexico. We have a little pilot in Brazil, but the goal market is in Mexico City. But now.
Sounds good. And we have just one last question. I'm sure this is coming from this room and not the live stream room, because someone asked if you brought any Bimbo pastries.
No, I don't. It's the second person who asked me this one, but sorry, I don't. But you can go to the Target right here. I promise you I can.
Good. Thank you very much, Eduardo.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Datadog, for the invitation.